back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it. Niggas just can't take it. Yeah.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Anything's possible!
Energy and the juice.
Juicy win after juicy win.
Yes, sir. The Clays was popping. People was smiling. Cam Thomas was dribbling.
Ain't shit funny.
Ain't shit funny though. Ain't shit
Not one. Not one thing.
We can officially say CT was freed. CT was free.
Yeah, he was free. They freed him.
Free CT. They freed him.
Hey, to be fair, I was on the release CT train. It's okay. Now I'm on the max out CT train. Of course, max out CT.
5 year
rebuild around Cam.
Rebuild around Cam. Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Do you guys even know who like Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving is? I don't, because like Cam Thomas.
Yo, shout out to the chat, bro.
How many? Rage? How many years? How many?
Say what?
How many years?
5. You max that shit out. You know what? You know what you do? You max it out over 5. You pull a baseball contract. You say 12 years. 12.
Take away that Kyrie max and give it to Cam. 5-year max.
Who is Kyrie?
We shout out the chat. Hold on.
Who is Kyrie?
Yo, hit that like button for. This was a big dub, yo. Big dub. I think Richard Jefferson said it like a couple of times. He was like, we were missing, what was it, $150 million off the payroll on the bench or not in the game. It was, and we just down TJ, down Kyrie, down KD, down Benson. It's like,
then we went down Seth. Then we went down
Seth.
And you can't forget Markieff Morris. You can't forget
Markieff.
You can't forget.
And we got the W. Wow, that was crazy. That was really. I never really heard. Like I texted the chat. I was like, I never heard the Clays this loud. Like the cloud. Like the last time I heard the Clays this loud was probably Kyrie's dunk. Kyrie's dunk was the last time I heard it.
You talking about on your TV?
Yeah, through my TV.
Oh, okay.
My TV. I was like, because I usually don't hear the Clays like this through my TV. Like this, it was so loud I had to turn my volume down. It was that loud. But let me shout out the chat. Shout out to your mom's favorite. What's good, bro? Yeah, Cam went crazy. Barclays was hot too. Yeah, Barclays was crazy. Gus Webb was good. Raheem was good. Prime Axel, yo, Bigger Fortune, yo, Mo was good. Cypher, all my moderators was good. Bigger. Yvonne was good. Yvonne, Sergio was good. Oh, everybody in here, yeah, was good. Brendan, hey, Brooklyn. Jose Bless, what's good? Askia 06, hey, what's up? Matthew Mathurin, what's up? Hold My Latte, hey, what's up? And L2L, what's good? Chris G, hey, what's good? Chris G. Yeah. Big dubs. That was a great win, y'all. That made me feel a lot better. Like, I was, like, in the dumps. You know, we was getting punched in the beginning. I think the game started at halftime, like, at third quarter. Because this game was it had me down. I thought it was over because we were getting packed up in the beginning.
Already. In the beginning of the game, it was over.
We were down, what, 24? Let me read a super chat. Shout out to Callaway. Let me known I was always against trading Cam. What I tell y'all, boy, is going to be big for us moving forward. That's a fact. Callaway was she didn't want to trade Cam. She didn't want to trade Cam. Yeah. A lot of people are holding back their Cam trades because I saw a couple of those trade machines with Cam in it. You know, a lot of people are now that Kyrie, it's looking like Kyrie might be gone. Now it's that time. You know, it's that time. But that first half, we'll talk about the game first, and we'll get into the Kyrie stuff. First half, down 23. Halftime score, man. The halftime score, I think, was... Did they score 70? No, they didn't score 70. Oh, no, yeah, they did. It was led the Nets 73-55. Cam had 14. Kyle Kuzma went down. I think early on he with an ankle sprain. The Nets defense was just struggling. We just looked out of sync. It looked like we just had no energy to start off. And Jacques Vaughn, we've been talking about before. Jacques Vaughn did not play Cam early. Like, he continues not to start him. I mean, the man had to drop 44 points off the bench. Like, can you please just start this man, Jacques Vaughn? You know, it's like, I don't know. but that's here or there. But we were down bad in the first half, 73-55. Third quarter, I just want to give a shout out to Sumner tonight, man. Sumner,
shout out to him.
He gave us energy, even though we were down 23, down 26. He was just a crazy lightning ball all over the court, downhill, giving us energy, buckets in transition. How much Sumner had? I think he had 25.
29
tonight. 29? Yeah, 29 points, 3 assists. He was just an energy boost for us tonight. And when Cam got fired, I don't know, Sumner kind of just was like, oh, chill, I'm gonna chill. Let Cam cook. Patty Mills, big juice in that third and fourth quarter. Big juice, man. Big juice gave us some good buckets, good run. But the end of the third quarter was just like the Nets 99-92. Cam and Ed Sumner had 25 apiece. So they cut the lead down. We were down 73-55 at halftime. At the end of the third quarter, it was 99-92. Now, in that early in the fourth, it was just a crazy momentum shift. Like the Barclays started getting loud. We went on a crazy run. And Edmund Sumner drew a charge. We were down 5 with 10:30 left. Cam fourth quarter, Kim time. He was like, it's my time in that fourth quarter. We actually saw Cam Thomas dunk today, which was crazy. He usually never dunks. Like I can't remember the last time I seen Cam Thomas dunk. But tonight, it was just, I feel like the crowd just gave us that lift tonight because we were just, the energy was kind of zapped from us because of all the drama that was going on. But the crowd tonight really lifted the guys tonight, bro. I don't know how y'all feel in the chat, but that's what I felt in that fourth quarter. Because early in the fourth quarter, the momentum changed real fast. Boop. And then it was like a momentum shift that was too much for the Wizards. Porzingis couldn't handle it. But it was a close game down the stretch because they still fought. You know, Monte Morris, he's tough. Monte Morris was tough. But in that last 2 minutes, it was kind of a back and forth. Monte Morris scoring clutch buckets versus Cam scoring clutch buckets. And in the end, Cam got the job done. How y'all feeling about Cam's breakout? Well, is it a breakout game? Yeah, you call it a breakout game.
Yeah, he's at 44, definitely.
Yeah.
But it was different, bro. Different.
Yeah, shout out to Emmy Parker. Patty hit a big shot in the fourth too. Yeah.
That surprised me the most. I'm like, that took me way back. I'm like, damn, when you start hooping like this, Patty, I did not see that coming.
Yo, Patty always pulls shots like that, and a lot of the times it's bad, but sometimes it goes in. Patty always pulls those shots though. He always just randomly pulls up. You're like, what are you doing? And you're like, oh shit, he made it.
Yeah, he was him.
Yo, but 44 for Cam.
I'm sorry, like, I'm a very superstitious person. That was way too coincidental. We're going through this with Kyrie, and he just shows up and drops 44. I'm sorry. Like, I know it sounds corny.
In 29 minutes, though.
It's 29 minutes, man.
I'm a firm believer in
off the bench.
Everything happens for a reason. That shit, that's a sign. I don't know what it's gonna lead to, but that's a fucking sign.
Damn. So are y'all lost for words? Y'all not gonna react to Cam?
I mean, shout out to Cam. I mean,
are y'all still are y'all still depressed about Kyrie? Are we getting too hyped for this game? Is that it? Is it?
I mean, that was a good game. It's good hype.
It's perfect.
I mean, we did beat the Wizards. Are a bad team, and they were down Kuzma, but
I forgot they were down. They were down Kuzma. Yeah, they were down Bradley Beal, but we were only we were only down Kyrie. We were only what did you say?
We were down our whole team.
We were only down $150 million of salary. Only
$150 million of salary.
Don't want to hear that. It was Cam Thomas. We lost Seth Curry. It was Cam Thomas, and it was Edmund Sumner, and it was Patty Mills. That's what you had. That's what you had tonight.
Yeah. Somebody said, let me know in the chat. Are we getting too hyped for this game? Let me know. Shout out to Callaway. No lie, I thought I wasted my money, but I became after half. We went nut. Damn near lost my hearing in the Clays. Oh, you was there, Callaway? Yeah, it was, bro. Yeah, I've never heard the Clays that loud, bro. I'm like, why don't they cheer like this all the time? I was like, why are the Clays this loud?
Now, AJ, you know what I find weird? Just like how you would say Kyrie gets the loudest pop whenever he's there. The Nets fan love the lovable losers, and let me use that phrase lightly. They like the underdog players, the players that will always have a chip on their shoulder, i.e., everybody at 2018-19 team and previous. Like, they love those guys. So I'm not surprised.
You might be right, bro. Because like I've gone to a ton of games. I watched a million of these Nets games on TV, and there's games when KD, Kyrie, and Ben are on the court. It is not this loud. It's not this loud at all.
Man, we're usually getting overtaken by the other fans.
We usually get overtaken by other fans.
That's because it was a surprise. That's because like the energy was down, and then like to come out and like have performance.
Let me know in the chat if I'm bugging, because
but think about this, right? Say if we played when we beat the Pacers with nobody, it would have been the same way it was tonight. Because like imagine if that Pacers game was at home, the crowd would have went crazy if we would have won.
The crowd loves the underdog. Like literally, this was all day, every day with the D-Lo, the Jared, and the LeVert. They love the underdog, and that's one thing I think is interesting because I believe last season, I remember we played Memphis, and we were getting fucked up. It was to the point where it was a blowout, and Steve let the kids play, and we were coming back, and the place was louder than when KD and Kyrie were on the court.
Yeah.
So it was like it's a weird thing, but I think it's I guess
that's a typical thing. People love the underdog story, like the underdog. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. But that was crazy. Like I've never heard like
that was wild.
That was wild. Shout out to the Clays, man. Shout out to the Brigade, my guys. Manny, all of them. Doug, my guy, Doug out there. Shout out to Callaway. Cam gave us hope. We had a trash day. That's a fact. Trust me, I was going through it today, and I'm like, it didn't make it any better watching this first half. It's down 23 in the first quarter, I think, or something like that. And I'm just watching this game like, oh my god, Dayron got jammed on. I'm like,
I don't know why you're saying that because
I thought that I'm like, damn,
bro, yo, and then I'm not gonna lie, Dayron was getting. He had actually, what am I talking about? He had a great defensive performance tonight. He didn't get cooked every possession.
Yo, Dayron was getting
bad. He was getting done bad. He had like 4 fouls in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, so I'm like, so I'm depressed and everything. Like, oh my god, we're going to get cacked up by these Wizards. Then Kuzma went down, and then we're down 73-55 at halftime. I'm like, trying to feel better. Then that third quarter happened, and just slowly just started building. Slowly. Go ahead, Drew.
About what?
I'll tell you about season.
What were we talking about?
All right, never mind. We'll move on.
Man.
Yeah, hit that like. Hit that like button for us if you join us right now. The Nets just shocked the Wizards. Undermanned. Cam Thomas, 44 points, 125 to 123. Saint said he's gonna cook up on Monday. I'm actually gonna be at the game on Monday, so Saint probably gonna run stream.
Really?
I'm gonna be man. At first, I was like, "Damn, should I have gotten this ticket?" But then now I'm like, "Ooh."
I'll say this: there's a good chance you're looking at a whole new starting five Monday.
You think I'm gonna look it up? You think I'm gonna go there? And you know what? My worst fear is like I'm gonna be in the Clays, and it's gonna be like Kyrie traded to the. I'm gonna be like, "Oh no!"
That would be so tough.
Also, when is KD coming back? When is KD coming back?
KD's not coming back probably. So
should be this week. The 4th, 5th, 6th.
He's got to ramp up and everything. If Kyrie gets traded while I'm at the game, this is what I'm gonna do. Like,
man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
But it depends who we get back for. It depends. Things change now because media. It's funny how media does this, right? Media puts out there, right? They're like, "Oh, Kyrie, he has no value. Kyrie, he's a cancer. Bro. He's toxic. He has cancer. No teams would want him in the offseason.
Who would possibly pay him
Who would possibly pay Kyrie a 4-year, $190 million max? What team would do that?
You would have to know that's been bullshit for the last few years. They were saying that 2021 before the mandate season. Like, you would have to understand that, like, bro, like, there's plenty of teams, bro, that will like championship contention teams with other superstars on them, like Dallas, like Miami, like if you ever believe that at any point in time, I don't know what to really say, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
so I'm like, the media's putting all this BS about Kyrie. Oh, he's a cancer, this and that. Meanwhile, during the game, I'm getting multiple notifications. The Bulls are interested in Kyrie.
The Clippers.
And Woj just said the Clippers are interested in Kyrie. So now it's the Clippers, Lakers, Mavericks, Suns, Bulls, And then Will just said the Nets are proceeding in talks as though they're determined to find a deal for Irving ahead of Thursday's trade deadline.
Oh my God, why you had to read that, bro?
So it's
And you
multiple
know what?
teams, bro.
Yeah, nah, he's
It's
gone,
not just
bro.
the
That's
Lakers,
crazy.
bro. It's a lot of teams, and
he's
I feel like they're
definitely
willing to
gone.
give up a lot, bro. Go ahead, Chubbs.
Yeah, people are saying Paul George. There's no fucking way. There's no way we're
not
getting
getting this Paul George.
Nah, people would say Paul George. No, we're not getting.
If
Paul
they're
George.
serious, but if they're serious, what else? Like, wouldn't they have to give Paul George?
The Clippers.
They're gonna have to give up like Norman Powell, Marcus Morris,
Paul George
Zubac,
isn't even
maybe.
having. Paul George isn't having a great season right now, though, is he?
Yeah, but he's still a part of like their whole team. They're not gonna get rid of him. I don't think at all. I don't think anyone thinks that.
You got to look at it like this with Paul George. They give up so much for him; it'll be stupid to give him up. Especially
they give up for him again.
They gave up like a shit ton of picks.
Yeah.
And SGA, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Okay.
They gave up. They gave up. They gave up every single pick they could find. Every pick they were traded. Every pick they had. They got rid of it for Paul George, and they got rid of SGA, who is better than Paul George as of right now.
Yeah,
he's having a way better season than Paul George is. It's not close.
But I shit you not. If we get Paul George, that'd be different. I can't lie.
That'll be.
They're not giving us.
If I'm the Nets, bro, like I'm definitely. I would just do one for. Yeah, I would do one for one, and I think that Kyrie would fit Kawhi Leonard better than Paul George would. Like I would try to do one for one. I would try to do Kyrie for PG, bro. If I was dealing with them.
Let's entertain it for a second. Paul George checks every box for this team.
Exactly. Yeah.
He gives us height. He gives us playmaking. He gives us scoring. He gives us defense.
I don't know about good playmaking,
but he can still playmake to the point where
he's fluent.
For his position, it's good.
Yeah,
not like he can play point guard. No, but for his position, he's good.
Yeah.
Let me read some of super chat. Callaway said Eddie went off too. Don't snub him. Yeah, I talked about Edmund. I talked about Edmund Sunday.
Yeah, we said.
I bigged him up. Shout out Made in Brooklyn. When our superstars are on the court, the Barclays crowd tends to sit back with a "I expect to be entertained, so entertain me" vibe. You can even see it with the lineup announcements. Katie gets no love. That's true. Made in Brooklyn. That's true. That's facts. That's facts. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Like
we've always been at a point where we never really had a superstar, and we never really expected to we never expected to just win games.
It's a nasty thing though, bro. Because we should be loud like this for everybody. Though when we're all fully healthy, we should always be loud like this.
Yo, if there's a big three, if there's a big play, if it's a big win, regardless, after every big play, you should be at the top of it. If you're a real fan, you should always be up at the top if you're getting a big play from anybody. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's something that benefits you, especially a win.
I'm checking the stats. Yo, Ed and Cam went the fuck off.
Yeah.
44 points on 23 shots.
In 29 minutes. 28 minutes.
And only got 5 free throws, so you can't even make that argument. Edmund Sumner getting 10 free throws. He got to the line crazy. I'll say this with Edmund, my thing with Edmund is, if he just had a touch of quality with his finishing, he would be so deadly. He missed so many bunnies.
He would have had like 10 more points. He would have had like 10 more points if he just had a little bit of like extra touch, bro. At least 10 points.
How'd y'all feel about
Jacques Vaughn? There's so many bunnies.
How'd y'all feel about Jacques Vaughn tonight? Like coaching wise,
the game.
Yeah,
he did good.
Good.
He changed the mentality. He said he called those extra timeouts to point out Cam with his defense, and he adjusted. Like, let me look for the tweet, but like he gave the mentality of
no excuses.
Just because Kyrie's not here doesn't mean we have to fold. Yeah. Like, we still got to defend home court, and that's one thing like I feel like saved us, because anyhow we just folded after that second half. It will be a whole different vibe for this stream. It will be a whole different vibe for Nets World, period.
Yeah.
So I think he did a good job, and he finally let the leash off Cam, and he went good.
Oh yeah, I took there's this little screenshot I took, I think, of the keys to the game. So tonight by half points, we scored 55 points in the first half. Second half we scored 70. points allowed in the first half, 73 points allowed in the first half, 50 points allowed in the second half. Field goal percentage, we shot 57% in the second half, 41 in the first half, and then opponents shot 58 in the first half and 36. Largest comeback win this season, trailed by 23 points. So shout out to the Nets tonight, man. Just like I said, great. Oh yeah, shout out to Clax, 7 for 8 from the line. That made me so happy, man.
Yeah.
If he's gonna hit free, he's gonna be if he can hit free throws. Oof, Clax about to be. He's about to be different if he can hit free throws, bro. Different. Yeah. Anything else you got on this game before we go to the Kyrie stuff?
No, not really.
Nah.
All right. Shout out. Well, Cypher said, "Can Cam play? Well, can Cam replace Kyrie?" Hell no, he can't.
No, he can't. Maybe
That's
in the
a little
future.
too far. Yeah, that's a.
Maybe in the future, but you don't.
Nah.
That's too soon. You got
That's too soon. Cam is a. We love. I mean, I love Cam. And
I think Cam Thomas can replace Cam Thomas. I think let Cam be.
Yeah, let's not go that far, Cypher. Let's not go.
Let's not go that far.
I mean, who knows who he can be in the future though? Like to you know.
It's like I said, this is Cam's second year. He has plenty of time.
You gotta. I don't even know if he was as good as Kyrie was when he was 22. But
yeah, it's not.
He can grow though. You never know, bro. Like all respect to Cam.
This is the Wizards. This is the Wizards. Like if like I said, this is the Wizards team, and it's not. I don't want to get too hyped because it's like there's so much going on and we don't know what our future holds. We don't know what our future holds. It's a scary time right now. Like it's a scary time right now.
They are gonna trade him, and that's the crazy part. We never got that tweet with KD. We never got that tweet with KD.
Did y'all think anything of KD not being on the bench? Y'all think he's
oh my god.
Are y'all like, did y'all look into that, or you're just like, it's nothing?
I mean, he honestly, the reason why I'm kind of on edge is like, well, he's been at the other home games recently.
You've been on like almost every home game.
Yeah.
That's what's like. Why is he? So
bro, he might like see. There's so many things that like we don't know. Like, and it's kind of it's like him and like he could be supporting Kyrie the whole time. And I know it was reported. Yeah, I know it was reported that like he was caught off guard, but like we don't. Like we don't really know, bro. Kyrie could have hit him up and was like, "Hey, bro, like da 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 da." He might support Kyrie up. That's why he might not be on the bench. But like it could mean so many different things, bro. Like it's not even
like y'all gotta be real. Like people think like it is. We know it's a business, but like I said, you see your best friend going through this, you're not gonna feel good. Like you're not gonna be like, yeah, I don't care about my friend not getting his money. Like. Y'all gotta be real. This is his best friend, like
especially after the situation KD already got in. We already know he's not a big fan of Sean Marks.
He could be like sad or some shit. Like it could be anything, bro. Or
like,
he maybe just didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the Wizard. Maybe it's just like he's just like, oh well, it is the Washington Wizards. So I really don't have no reason to be here.
I don't know.
Let me know in the chat if y'all worried about if KD wasn't on the bench. If y'all worried about that. But yeah, like KD knows how I feel. He requested it. Part of the reason he requested a trade too was because they wouldn't give Kyrie. I mean, we know it was the Sean Marks and Steve Nash thing, most of it, but there was a part of it too about the way they was handling the Kyrie stuff in the summer. So. That's the thing with Nets Nation right now. Like we're hype about Cam, but we don't know where our future holds. Like if Kyrie gets traded, who knows? What if KD hits the request button? What if he hits the? I mean,
bro,
most likely I think he'll play this year. Like if it does happen, and whatever we get back, he's gonna play. He's gonna do what he can do. But in the summer, what if he just hits the request button? Like
we already went through this before. The thing is, if Kyrie's gone. Who knows what especially if we don't do anything if we don't do anything during playoff time, expected KD trade request. If we don't do anything, expected KD trade request.
And if you don't get anything back properly, like then also expect a KD trade request. That's why I'm saying, bro, like you got to make sure you really get something proper for Kyrie Irving, bro. Like I see good packages and stuff like that, but bro, you got to get him something that might
you can't mess up his trade. Sean, I don't trust Sean though, bro. Like he hasn't done what he hasn't finessed the trade since.
He hasn't proven us anything. He traded James Harden for Ben Simmons.
Yes,
he messed up the Spencer trade, the Harden trade. I can't remember the last trade he actually did good on. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
maybe
like KD, like bro, he will slide out this bitch, bro, if you don't tighten the fuck up. This is why I say like if you really can't get, that's why I understand why they wouldn't give up Paul George or like why LA wouldn't give up an AD, even though I wouldn't want AD because he's injury prone. But like, bro, you got to be getting the best shit that you can, bro. Especially while Kyrie is playing a lot better than a lot of these other players that we're trying to get. Like, bro, if you don't tighten up, bro, he will be out of the door, bro. Like, it's not even a question. It's not even a question.
About, bro. He's the Barclays love the the rebuild, the energy, the young boy, and we're loving that energy. But KD's on the brink of his end of his career. He wants a ring. He's not trying to play around. And,
he wants a championship, bro. He's trying to compete for championships, bro. Like, this man is not finna sit here and fucking rebuild with us. Like, what? Like, he's
definitely not gonna rebuild with us.
He's not out here rebuild. Like, what the fuck, bro? That man.
I hope he would, but I pray he does. But let me read some of these super chats. Shout out to Jimmy. Yo, Jimmy Two Shoes, bro. I'm not even gonna cue the troll music because you're actually the trade, because he's been saying trade Kyrie when it wasn't even like a thing. And now he's actually saying it. Now he's saying it. It's actually a real thing.
That could actually be the trade package. That's crazy.
Like, I remember Jimmy Two Shoes was like, trade Kyrie after like Kyrie drops like 50 or 40 points or something like that. And this man is you're actually not trolling. So he said trade Kyrie for Reggie Jackson and Morris Twin.
If you can't,
I'm not doing that.
If you can't get the proper shit, hold on, read that. My bad. Read
that. Hussein said, just thought about this. What about point guard for Kyrie?
Point guard.
PG, my fault. I'm done.
Bro,
like I said, that would be so money, but let's get a little realistic. That's not going to happen off the fact they gave up too much for him just to give him up like that. Especially for
that's true.
I don't think Kyrie and Kawhi. I don't know.
That would
already have so many guards though. I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro.
But I feel like Kyrie will work with anybody since he can score at any point.
Yeah,
I think Paul George and Kawhi is a good duo. It's just they're just never healthy.
But I think we all think that.
No, Kyrie's been healthy. It's Kawhi.
No, I'm saying Paul George and Kawhi are never healthy.
Yeah.
Paul George and Kawhi are never healthy.
But at the end of the day, we all believe that trade isn't going to happen. We all do. There hasn't even been mentions about Paul George being in a trade, anyways. The package that I want to talk about when it comes to Kyrie is the Suns package. I want whatever this with the Suns got. I'm definitely wanting.
That's a good
package. You can get three guys. You can maybe get, obviously not in the same trade, but you can put at least two of them in a trade. You get CP3, Ayton, or Bridges. All three of those guys would help us. Obviously, you're not going to put, like I said, you're not going to put all three of them into a trade. Mikal Bridges and DeAndre Ayton, sign me up. CP3 and Mikal Bridges, sign me up. I don't care.
I don't know, because there's so many teams now, though, bro. There's like
a lot of teams.
There's the Clippers.
Okay, so we you know how the Heat have been in the mix now, right? We actually have the Heat been in the?
It hasn't been reported.
Look at that Woj article, because the article Woj just put out listed all the teams.
But I'm pretty sure.
But the Bulls were listed, right? AJ.
Yeah. The Bulls were recent.
Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine.
That's actually a really good one.
I don't know, man. I mean,
I would take Zach LaVine.
I'll take Zach.
Yo, take Zach and run like you on fire. Take Zach and run. I'm not
gonna hold you. I'll take Zach.
We would have to get more than Zach, though.
Oh no, yeah, it was more than Zach. Shout out to Callaway. JV was only because he could have called a challenge on that Clax block in the fourth. Refs called foul, but it was clean. Shout out to Callaway. Yeah, I thought he didn't use a challenge. I thought he should have used it. Trade Kyrie for Zach LaVine, worst contract wise. Shout out to NJ Ness, man. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. What odds would each of you give that Kyrie is still on the Nets roster after the deadline?
20%.
I still have to go 50. I'm going to go 50-50 on this, because no matter what, because them saying we want to move Kyrie, that will get more teams in there, because they will be like, yo, they want to move Kyrie. Sign me up. I will get on that. But you know what the thing is? I don't think after them saying there was a report that said we still want to be contending. We still want to be in win now mode when we get rid of Kyrie. If there's not an offer like that on the table, we're not going to move Kyrie. They didn't do it for KD. Why would they do it for Kyrie?
Exactly.
Yeah, they want to get rid of Kyrie, but it's like, at what cost?
You gotta keep Kyrie if you have to, bro. If one of them offers aren't on the table, like, that's what really went. They could have traded KD, but there wasn't somebody up there who could give you even like 50, even 30% of what he brings to the table. Now there's more wiggle room with Kyrie. There's people that you can get, but there's nobody who you can really get that can, except for like a PG, but we're not going to get him. That can even give you 60%. Zach LaVine is great, but he's not Kyrie, you know. So if you have to do it, bro, keep Kyrie. He said he'll play out his contract. You know, I believe him. I think he'll play out his contract. I don't think he's gonna Ben Simmons it and sit out. Like, if you have to do this shit, do what you did to KD, bro, and just keep him. Like, if you have to, like, because you might not get that package might not be there. Like, it might not.
And at the end of the day, if you keep Kyrie and you get this roster better, you have a legitimate shot of winning a championship, and that's what we play for.
Exactly.
That's what we play for.
What's your percentage though, Julian? You didn't say it.
I'm at like 40, probably like 40. I'm at 40. But the before, like earlier in the day, I would probably say like 75. But just he was listed out, and then I dropped like 10-15% when I saw that he was listed out. And then the thing of they said that they want to have him moved, that dropped like another 15%. Like, I would say about a good 40, but I really do think it's in their character, right? There is a pattern officially. Like, they said, KD, we're not trading you, bro. So, like, it is what it is. We're gonna keep you, because, which was smart, as dumb as the front office in the entirety can be sometimes, and Sean Marks can be. They were at least smart enough to be like, yeah, bro, like, KD, like, we're gonna have to keep you. And in the end, they fired Steve Nash, and we got it together. And now KD probably doesn't. KD, I don't think KD wants to leave, so that we could have another situation like that with Kyrie Irving, right? Unless you get that package, bro. Unless that you got to get that proper package that's gonna help us, bro. Like,
you can't mess up this trade, bro. Like Julian's saying, this is too important. This trade could kill us, ruin us for years, or it could change, the future of the franchise.
It's not
a
franchise changing.
It will make or break.
You cannot mess this up. Like I said, you cannot you got to negotiate from a level of power. Negotiate from power. Like, you can't be like boxed in and let other teams kind of bully you into getting rid of him.
Yep.
Because, like I said, the positive is, if you keep Kyrie, you can still get KD back, still run it back, and go for a chip just in case.
You fuck up, KD's going. It's that simple.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't mess this up, bro. You can't mess this up. That's all I'm worried about. Hold on. I missed a couple super chats.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't mess up this trade, y'all. This is too important. This is too important. Like, Sean's got to do. If you don't get the right offer, just don't do it. Just don't do it. JB was. Yeah. Oh, I read this one. Yeah, just don't do it. What were you gonna say?
I said I would shit. If I'm the front office, I'd just keep his ass. Like, I would just be like, bro, like, calm down. Like, man, I would make him stay here, and then just like, you know what? Because I really thought we all came to just like an understanding in the offseason when he opted in and signed the 1-year deal. I felt like that was kind of accountability and understanding, in the sense that, like, I understand that last year was really ass, and I missed 50 games because of the mandate, right? And so I'm going to be understanding from y'all's point of view, which is the Nets' point of view, in that you don't want to fully give me a 4-year contract outright, right? So him signing the 1 year showed me that, like I said, I think it showed accountability and understanding for the Nets' position. So being at this point right now is in itself is just really weird to me, and it's kind of out of character, because he's never requested a trade mid-season. Like, Boston, the second year, the last half of the season, bro, it was dysfunctional. They weren't getting along like the first year. Still played the contract out. He never requested a trade. So it's an unfortunate position. But if you have to keep Kyrie Irving, bro, like, just keep his ass, bro. Like,
and Kyrie did say he'll play out his contract. He did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I believe he will play. Yeah, he did. Shout out to Callaway. This Sean Morris, come on, this man messed up the Harden trade twice. K is gone. 100% put my last dollar on him messing this up. Yeah. I think it's getting to that time, man. It's getting to that time. These next days are going to be tough. Shout out to DeMario Harris, and shout out to Made in Brooklyn. Agree or disagree? Most longtime New Jersey Nets fan are more comfortable rooting for a team with no expectations than a championship caliber team. That could be true. That like we were saying before, the Clays was super loud today. the New York City loves the underdog. They love the underdogs. Made in Brooklyn said it before. So there's times when KD, Kyrie, and Ben are on the floor, and everybody's just not cheering because I guess there's just that expectation of, we entertain us, win. You're all supposed to do this. But when we have nothing, and it's Cam and the guys and Clax and the guys, it's this is the loudest I ever heard the Clays, the loudest we ever heard it. So I guess it's just the way it is with you said New Jersey Nets fans. I'm more comfortable rooting for a team, no expectations, man. But
Yo.
I thought he's gonna come Monday, bro.
No. I just they're talking, and I just felt like hopping in because.
Oh yeah, you good though, bro.
I mean, today's game. I don't want to say it reminded me that I'm a Nets fan, but it gave me the feeling of like, and this may hurt some people's feelings. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who your favorite player is. Like, I just want the Nets to win. And I realized that, like, at the end of the day, it didn't matter who was in there. It was the fact that this team, like, fought back from a 20-something point deficit, kept fighting, kept hustling. And it just was like, and to watch that stadium be loud when we were told it was empty. Like, today's game was like a much needed win just for like true fans, not the stands, because I know there's stands. You hear them in spaces, you hear them in the chat, right? Like, they don't give a crap about the Nets. Like, they're here for KD, Kyrie. And today was a game for Nets fans, in my opinion, bro, because that was great. Like, that was a much needed tension breaker. But I mean, bro, I don't know. I hear what we're talking about. And what's up?
I was gonna say, when you was in spaces, that might have been the best rant I've ever heard Say have, bro. Like, because
I'll go on it again, bro. I mean, dude,
was coming out of work, and he was like going crazy on spaces. Like, I wish I would have heard. I wish I would have.
Well, dude, okay, I can kind of rehash it a little. I mean, it's like, bro, I sat for 16 hours, and all I could do was either like listen to everybody talk about the trade, and I couldn't communicate. I think I talked to you on the phone though, but like, bro, I couldn't talk to anybody, and I was just so irritated because like I'm at the point where I'm just done with the drama. I'm done with player drama. I'm done with the fucking front office drama. It's like, I just want to watch good basketball. I want to watch a team that actually wants to play. Like, I'm just like, the Nets have become, like, I compared it to what, an alcoholic, right? Like, the Nets have become like an alcoholic, and they're hitting rock bottom, and everybody's making fucking excuses for Kyrie, for Josiah, for Sean Marks. Like, everybody's got like they chose a side, and they're just like, no, it's all their fault. No, it's all their fault. Like, and it's like, bro, I'll say the same thing I said last year, man. They all play a part. Kyrie plays a part. Sean Marks plays a part. Josiah plays a part. Like, they all play a part in why the things have been as shitty as they are, right? Like, we could get into deep conversations about percentage and who did what and this, but at the end of the day, it's like both sides are operating with fucking ego and trying to look out for themselves, right? I'll never hate on somebody looking out for themselves, but at the end of the day, it's like they came together. Kyrie said what he wanted. They came back. Kyrie's making his power move. The Nets are now making it. It's going to be interesting. Like, because I honestly think at this point, unless I think Kyrie's gone. Like, I just really think he's because it's like you're just looking at the language from Woj. You're looking at the language that obviously the team's putting out. You're seeing that, right? Like, everywhere before, everybody's saying Kyrie had no value. Now you're watching a bidding war going on. Yeah. You're literally watching teams now step up to the plate where you actually might get some value that's close to what he's worth, right? Like, the great thing, I mean, okay, separate your fandom. Like, Kyrie playing the way he did until he requested the trade was the best thing that could have happened for you if you're a Nets fan, because he rebuilt his value. He showed you what he can do. He showed you his skills if you forgot. And other teams see that. They see this fourth quarter Kyrie. They see how clutch he is, right? Sucks to lose as a Nets fan, but the reality, I think that relationship has come to an end. It's toxic on both sides. It's just, I'm done. Like, me personally, I'm done with it all. Like,
now, let me ask you this: now, are you willing to lose KD too? If it does get toxic like this,
I think we're like I brought up the alcoholic man. Like everything is on its way out. Either he's going to stay or he's not going to, right? And I think a large part of that depends on if Kyrie is traded.
You can't mess up this trade.
If Sean Marks hits a home run, right? Like we're waiting for Sean Marks to finally do something legit in a trade, right? I had no problems with pre-KD and Kyrie Sean Marks rebuilding the team. I applaud all his work that he did then. But the second he got KD and Kyrie, man, it's been frustration, one thing after another, just missing trades, bad, like not taking back players when he should, overpaying over here, right? Like, and I really think, because I don't think KD's not getting traded right now. The offseason's a different subject. I think KD is going to be here the rest of the year. He's out injured.
You're not trying to trade. Even if he requested a trade, they would be like, nope.
If he was going to request a trade, he would do it now. He would have done it now.
Yeah,
he really would have.
Yeah,
so,
and he likes to play. Like he doesn't. He likes to do this. Yeah. Like if he requested, like Saint said, he would do it in the summer. He wouldn't do it like during the season.
Yeah, I mean, and if it was that bad, he would have requested already along with Kyrie. So I think KD's here. So my only hope at this point is that whatever they're doing, and Jay was talking about it, and I was thinking the same way, where it's like, whatever trade they go with, they also should be announcing and have other trades on the table for other things, either to flip things they get or plans that they already had, and you do all of them at once and just hope
Bro,
that you get back enough with what we already have to maybe keep KD around and have a different game plan. I don't know if that eventually leads to Sean Marks getting fired, but it's like, bro, the process has got to start at some point. Like, I'm sorry, the dream of KD and Kyrie winning a chip, in my opinion, in Nets uniform is completely over. That dream is done.
I'll say this because, and this is why it's even so important for Sean to get this trade right. Because if he doesn't get this trade right, and we're gonna end up like the Knicks. We're gonna be in rebuilding. KD's gonna leave. We're gonna be rebuilding with picks and young assets. And nobody's going to want to come here. If Sean Marks and Joe Tsai are still in this organization and KD and Kyrie leave, what star is going to come here? You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to get the trade right.
You have to. Yeah. And I don't even want to get into Ben right now because I just, like, as much as I want Ben to be traded, I just don't see him being traded. I highly doubt the market is there. I think pretty much you would have to pay extra to get off Ben at this point. And it's just, I don't think in light of moving Kyrie, and who knows? Depending on what comes of this trade, the Ben thing, I'm completely out on Ben. Not happy. I don't know
if the models in New York City. He said,
bro, I just don't even I don't even want to play the game that he might turn back. Like, oh, we'll wait. Yeah. No, I don't care. Like, if I have an opportunity to move off Ben and it doesn't hurt the team, I'm doing it. But I can't do it anymore. I'm at a point where I'm not going to sit up here. Hold on, let me finish. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend anymore like shit is like hunky dory and that we're going to win the fucking chip and we're contending. We're the top. Nah, dude. Like I'm sorry. Tell me a team that has dealt with what we've dealt with and the way we currently are that's won the chip. And I don't care if you have KD or not. Show me a team that has had this much crap and had a player like KD and actually won. Like, we're missing so many facets to a championship team on so many different levels. It's just, I'm not burning the house down because I don't think you have to in this scenario. The lucky thing is you have stars that don't allow you to burn the house down. I saw Hazy speaking that, but I'm also not going to sit here and realistically think that you're going to make a Kyrie trade and God knows what else trade. Yeah. And all of a sudden you're going to.
So you don't see a scenario where Sean is like, listen, I don't know. I'm not sure about this package. I'd rather just keep Kyrie after the trade.
I mean,
or
dude,
you just think he's like, you know what? It's done. The bridge is burned. I don't care what I get back. Or
I'll always play what if, but yeah. I think it's the only way Kyrie stays is if he sees he's about to get traded and he comes back and says, let's do this. The biggest thing for me is like, how done is Joe Tsai and Kyrie? How done is Joe Tsai with Kyrie? Right? Like, I don't know if we're at that point of no return. Like, that's the biggest thing here because both sides are putting out information. Kai's like, through Chris Haynes saying, like, it's not about the money. Like, I wouldn't play even if I got offered the max, right? He put that out through Chris Haynes. You've seen Josai and them saying they're through Woj. They're looking to get a done deal before Thursday, right? Like, so both sides are putting out some pretty definite language, right? We heard things like that with Harden. We saw what happened with KD in the offseason. Everybody's saying he's gone. People are saying he's staying. Like, I mean, like at the end of the day, right now, the language from both parties is not positive. Yeah. If we're being deadly honest, like about the situation. So you as the fan have to weed through tweets, news, Sports Center, sports shows, back channel words. I mean, if he stays, great, but at the same time, it's like my vibe right now for me is that I think it's over. I'm also, you know me, I've had a love-hate relationship. On some level, I want Kyrie to stay, but then on some levels, I'm ready to be done with the Kyrie drama that he brings sometimes. Like, I really am. Like, because the part that he does play in this, like, I'm also over it. Like, I'm just tired. Exactly, Christian. I'm just tired of drama around this team. And if that means you got to get rid of Sean Marks, if that means you can't say it about Nash anymore because he's gone, and the owner's not going anywhere. But if that means you got to move a player who's contributing to the drama, like, I'm all for removing any part of this team that is dramatic. And I don't care who it is, player, coach, assistant, GM. I don't give a shit. Like, if you're an owner, Josai, please grow a pair and get rid of all the drama, whoever it is. I don't care. But, Julian, what were you going to say?
Hold on. Let me read this super chat before Julian goes. Shout out to Callaway Saint, who told you it was empty. Clay was packed.
They were talking about it at the beginning of the game. It may have got packed as the game.
It looked empty in the beginning,
but in the beginning, it did look empty. It did not look packed. It got filled up.
Yeah, and also if you're joining us right now, we're recapping the game. The Nets just beat the Wizards at 125 or 123. Quick thing, make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that like button, get us to 200 likes tonight. Please get us to 200 likes, man. We're gonna be talking about Kyrie trade request. Also, I put up the poll. Should the Nets trade Kyrie Irving? Vote in the poll. This is you. Should the Nets trade Kyrie Irving? Let us know. You guys are Nets Nation. So right now it's 53% yes and 47% no. So Nets Nation is voting. It's close. But and also Clax tonight. Hold on. Clax. Christian Winfield said Nick Claxton says lethal shooter helped him change his free throw shot. That's why he was 7 for 8 from the line tonight.
Who the fuck is that?
Shooter.
You don't know who Lethal Shooter?
I don't know, but
he's a shooting coach. Like, he's a really good shooting coach.
I'm a fan of Lethal Shooter. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's my thing. Why get him in contact with Ben now?
Ben's not gonna use him. Ben's not gonna use him. Ben learned how to shoot, bro. Ben
learns from 2K. What were you gonna ask, Julian?
Oh, I was gonna say, I feel like you have no compassion because earlier with what you said, like, bro, Ben's back still hurts. So when it comes to the Ben,
I don't want to hear that shit, dude. I don't want to fucking hear that shit. I don't want to hear that Ben's back hurts. Man. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear that he had a clean MRI, a complete clean MRI, but his knee hurt. I don't want to hear any of that shit about him.
He's emotionally damaged though.
I've never seen Ben this aggressive on the bench before, yo.
I'm the oldest motherfucker up here. Viably, I'm turning into a cranky old man. I could say that, right? Like, I'm still in my I'm older. Yeah. Like, I'm just, you got to understand, before y'all were born, I was watching the Nets and dealing with a shitty Nets team, okay? I had moments of excitement. But then here we are having, like, 3 superstars, and we're fucking in this, year 4, year 3? And, like, now Kyrie, like, bro. It's just like at some point, enough's enough, dude. Like, I want Kyrie's skill, but like, and I go back and forth where I'm like, damn, dude, if we get Kyrie, wow, we're gonna drop low. And then I'm like, well, fuck, we'll get a good trade, but then, damn, I don't fucking trust Sean Marks to do the right thing. And it's like, it might be, I know this might be sacrilege, but it might be the right thing to move on from Kyrie. It might be. I don't know if it leads to KD being gone. I don't know if there's something that can happen in the trade. I don't know if Ben Simmons pulls his head out of his ass and actually like tries and plays well and is a productive member, like where you could get close to his value. I don't know if that means getting rid of him in the offseason. Like there's got to be something where this team can get back to where you can be proud of and you can enjoy, and you don't have to worry about 3 superstars asking for a trade or some random drama pops up and it just completely derails the team. Like, I'm a Nets fan. Like, I'm not a Kyrie stan, not a KD stan. Like, I'm not a fucking Ben Simmons stan. Like,
if you're
not,
that's the future of the franchise, bro.
Dude. If you're not performing,
no 5-5-5.
I'm sorry, bro, but if you're not performing and you are bringing drama to the team that I've rooted for my whole life, no hard feelings, but go do it somewhere else. Like, I have no hate on Kyrie wanting to get his contract and get fully maxed. And I think what's even more frustrating is they technically offered him the max in the full years, but they want to put a little 15% stipulation on it that Drew Holiday.
We don't know
the full thing, but we know that part is true. But we know that part is true.
He's not leaving over $1 million though. That's what y'all know.
There's more to it than the stipulation.
Well, as of right now, but you know what? To be honest, though, AJ, if there was, I think it would have been out by now. The way Chris Haynes has been reporting for the Kyrie camp, I think you would know more. There very may well be. But bro, they came out and they offered him a full max contract, but with a stipulation about winning a championship. So he was getting what he wanted, but it was the Drew Holiday thing where if they don't win it, then he loses what, like 6-8 minutes, something. So, I mean, again, it was very similar to last year's contract, almost offering the full max, but it had stipulations on it. And I think but last year you had a lot more stipulations on the contract than you do right now. And that was a little bit more back then. You have to admit, back then, last year in the offseason, that was a little more understandable considering what they just went through. Yeah. Well, you fast forward to now and you have a much better playing Kyrie and he's kicking ass out there and his value has gone up. So you see that the contract negotiation between them changed too, and it went up. But it had a weak-ass protector on the back end that had to, like, I'm mad at both of them, dude, quite honestly.
No, that's fair, bro. That's fair. I'm just saying, there's still, 4 or 5 more days. Like, I don't want to,
so they offer
full throttle and say what it is because stuff could still come out and be like, this is the reason why Kyrie didn't, like, I don't want to.
I know, but I think at this point, though, the way that both of them are reporting, I think if it was something egregious and nasty more than what we've already heard, I think we would have heard it by now. But I get your point. I don't think we're going to be shocked if anything else comes out. That's just my personal opinion. But I don't know, dude. I don't care. At this point, I almost don't even really give a shit. I just want to enjoy watching games again, dude. Because really, when's the last time you've really been able to enjoy watching the Nets and not having a concern that something shitty was going to happen? You know,
I'm tired of feeling like this because it's like every season I feel. Even before this game started, I was super depressed. Like I couldn't even, bro.
I mean, and let me listen. I know people may not like this, and I'll say this and I'll shut up. But it's like there's always been drama everywhere Kyrie has gone in some form or fashion, whether it's fully his fault or not. He always promises and says he wants to stay on the team that he's at, and then he leaves. A week and a half ago, the dude's telling you that he's never leaving his man 7. He wants to be in Brooklyn. He wants to live here. He's all this. And then the trade request. I get the reason for the trade request because simply if he doesn't do that, he loses out on more money. He would rather be on another team so they can have his bird rights so he can get that max contract. Because if he stays and plays it out and then leaves, he loses out on a lot more money as well. So I understand from a business standpoint why he's also doing that. I do believe he would play his contract out. Is it enough to actually keep the band together?
The thing is, with Kyrie's contract, he does. If he does go into the final if he goes in the offseason as a free agent, he can get a max. He can get more money. But the thing is, no team has cap space. So the smart thing to do is to get traded so a team can keep his bird rights, so he can get the full max. Because if he goes in the offseason without getting the max, like say the Brooklyn's like, we're not giving you nothing. No team could really. Besides the Spurs, no team could really give him that full money. He can get paid.
And you know why Lakers fans are clamoring too, bro? Because Lakers fans know that if they don't get him this way, it's almost going to be virtually impossible to sign him in the offseason because of their contract setup. They could find a way, but they're going to have to clear a lot of money off the books. They're going to have to do a lot of things in order to be able to sign Kyrie. Because they also got Ryu and Chubbs, and then they got to sign. They have. But go on, Chubbs.
They got him two picks, and it'll be impossible still because you still have Westbrook up until then. But the thing that Lakers trade it's arguably the worst package out of any other team that they have.
Of course,
it really is horrible.
That's why Russell's playing tonight.
Shout out to Blood Fox. He's like Westbrook for Kyrie and 2 firsts from the Lakers. Westbrook is playing decent. Nah, bro. Hey, I don't know if you're a Laker fan or what, but it's dude, no. I'm sorry. That's
because Lakers thought they had it.
Yeah, if we're trying to stay relevant, the 2 picks might pay out 4 years from now, but it's bro, we're trying to stay relevant and we're trying to keep Kevin Durant on this team. So I want young assets. I want things that are going to make an impact now. To some degree, there is a chance that you could keep Kevin Durant through this. And whether Kyrie. Yeah,
we missed a lot of super chats. Shout out to Martel. He said, "Do you think championship Bulls had no drama?" Shout out to Conch. Why do Sean have no problem with Ben sitting out? I think they think Ben is hurt. I'm pretty sure he said he was hurt. So
the fan base is split on that, dude. Some people are, depending on how you feel. Yeah, some people.
His MRI came out clean. He got spotted last night with a. She was kind of bad though. The model, what's her name? Gonzalez.
I don't know. Just
saying. He was walking around New York City with the model. So people that's gonna cause fans to be angry. Yeah, you're gonna. That's not good because you're not showing effort on the court. Meanwhile, you're saying you're hurt. Your MRI was clean, but you're outside walking with.
You ain't see his back brace.
It's not a good look. He says back brace.
You see him wearing his back brace?
His back brace.
It doesn't look good. It's not a good look.
His back got blown out last night. Is that what
you're saying? Wow. Might be the type.
Saint said that.
Charles said, I agree getting rid of Kai can stabilize the team. Shout out to Charles. Made in Brooklyn, I have more faith in Ben ultimately becoming a quality Nets player if Ben had ever shown any desire to work on his game during his NBA career. Facts. Me too. That's facts. Hussein, just been reading. Kai 100% gone. It's going to happen.
No.
It's hard not to think.
It's going to happen. You never saw this with KD. You didn't see this with KD.
Q Carmack, we're doing well in the standings. Why leave for something worse? He's finally been super reliable, and now he wants to go. Shaking my head, we have a real shot.
Well, let me ask you guys: do you think Kyrie's putting on the Nets?
Let me answer that question. Can I answer that question real quick?
Yeah, go.
Because this is what people misconstrue. Yeah, at the end of the day, people can say, "Yo, this is my guy. I want to stay." When it comes to sports, at the end of the day, when it comes to contract years, you want the bag. And you have to prioritize the bag, especially as an athlete of Kyrie's stature. Now you're arguably going into your final big contract. There's a good chance after this.
I'm never going to question a man's. That's his family. I'm never going to question somebody getting their bag for their family. Kyrie's playing on a 1-year deal. That's kind of dangerous. I'm not going to lie. If you get hurt and if he gets a serious injury, he can't. It's not secure. You're a max player.
Especially
you're a
when his
guy.
main sponsor dropped him.
Yeah,
exactly. Nike dropped him. You got to think about this. It's not just he doesn't want to be in the Nets. It's about his security, about his family. If he gets hurt,
and I don't
he can't
hate him
get
for
paid.
doing that.
He's also not young
either.
He can't get paid. He's not like Zion where he can get paid through whatever because he's young and he showed promise. He's not young. He's
not like KD where he could tear his AC, tear his Achilles, and a team's gonna give him $200 million. That's not how it works.
No.
He's not.
But AJ, that's why I said as frustrated as I am with Kyrie, and maybe it might be time. I cannot blame the man for securing the bag. And I understand, like, there's no way you can't tell me that this decision for him to request a trade is either to put pressure on the Nets to decide to give him that bag. And in an event that they don't do that, he's securing himself with a team that can get his bird rights, and he can still secure the bag instead of waiting till the offseason where he makes significantly less. So either way, it's like he's looking out for himself financially, and I cannot hate on anybody for that, even if I don't like the person or whatever the reason may be. Like, you just can't. But my question, I don't know, I'm going to throw this out, and I'm going to go on mute for a second. Is Kyrie quitting on the team? Yvonne said yes, but, like, I wanted to ask you guys that in the chat. Like, is this a form of him quitting on the team as well, though? Like, are we viewing it like we did Harden, or was Harden's? I think Harden's was a lot worse.
It's not close with Harden because Harden just simply didn't want to be here. With Kyrie, it's different. He wants his money, and it's different in Kyrie's aspect. I mean, Kyrie would never purposely loafed out games. It was, at least he makes it known that he's really doing this shit for the money. At the end of the day, Harden didn't want to be here.
Yeah, Harden didn't want to be. Yeah, it's different. I think it's different.
It's different, but the outcome is the same. They want to get out of here for whatever purpose they want.
Do you think Kyrie wants to be here anymore?
Don't want to be here.
Yeah, I think
Kyrie wants to be here.
He wants to play for the. He wants to play for the team. He wants to play for the fans. He doesn't want to play for the front office and the guys.
What about that show? But what about that comment through Chris Haynes where he's like, "It's not about the money. I wouldn't resign anyways."
Because it was the offer that he was given.
I'm not saying about the fans. He doesn't want to play for the fans, but
I don't even know if that's true. Because
he really be. Yeah. No, to me, well, no, I can tell you though. I'm sorry, but I can tell you 100%. I know for a fact that Kyrie and Kyrie's camp. You can laugh at me in the chat. I don't give a shit. You can say Saints, stop it. Don't care. But I know for a fact that Kyrie and Kyrie's camp is talking through Chris Haynes. You can doubt me. You can say whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. But I know for a fact that Kyrie and Kyrie's camp is going through Chris Haynes when it comes to reporting, just like Marks is going through Woj.
Oh yeah, I'm not doubting you that. I stand behind
I know that for a fact.
But I know that for a fact too, bro. And I'm saying this. I'm saying this. Let me read these super chats. Hold on. E King, the New York papers say kick Kyrie out of New York. Do they want Kyrie? And Made in Brooklyn said most of us have watched pro sport for too many years to still be talking what players or front office say publicly at face value. Yeah. That's super chat. Harden quit on the court before asking for the trade. Yeah,
that's facts too.
To the Chris Haynes thing, and I know too because we talked. The Chris Haynes thing, when he reported that, like at first it threw me off guard because we was on stream when it dropped, and then when I kind of like settled down and looked at all the facts, I'm like, it kind of screamed like it was emotional kind of thing from Kyrie, like whatever they. Like I said, we don't know the full story of what happened in that room with Sean, Joe, and Kyrie and the contract.
Well,
whatever they offered him, he felt disrespected.
To clarify with Martell Hickson, like I'm talking about, he won't sign a contract with the Nets. Like that's what that statement was. Like it's not about like he's not going to sign a contract with the Nets. He did say he was on his contract, which I think if he really isn't. See, that's the thing. If he's that's the thing. Two different messages are being put out through Chris Haynes. On one hand, he says it's not about the money, but I'm not signing basically with the Nets. And then it comes out after that, but if I don't get traded, I'll honor the rest of my contract. If that is the case, and he will not re-sign with the team, but he'll honor his contract, you have to move him. Like why would you even risk the chance of losing out on any major assets to acquire, just like he loses value if he has to go to another team without having bird rights, the Nets lose value too, right? Like I'm still a Net fan at the end of the day. It's like, if he's not going to re-sign with the Nets no matter what, but will play out his contract, you trade him now because that is the best interest in the Nets organization to get as much assets as you can now compared to the end of the season, right? Like, can we even sign and trade him? Like, the value of what you're getting back is going to be a lot less than right now. Right? Like, am I wrong by that? Or
yeah, you're right.
That's the only frustrating thing with this. It's like, great, you play out your contract, but you've already said you don't want to re-sign. So if that's the case,
I feel like there's like a big piece missing or something, because that's just weird. Like then what is he? If that's all true, then what are you really like tripping for? Like I felt like there had to be some level of like disrespect in the conversation, or some tone or something like that, to just, because at first wasn't the initial report that uh it was his manager that talked to them, right, on the phone, that talked to the
Well,
front office.
initially, what happened, and I think we all, like, I saw it, but I think a lot of us saw it, but we didn't really put a lot of weight into it.
Yeah.
Was that Kyrie's stepmom?
Yeah.
Gave an interview with Chris Haynes, and in that interview, she said, "We went to the Nets and told them that we want an extension. Now the ball's in their court, right?" And I don't think like that. This is a very important thing, and I think we all saw that and said, "Yeah, okay." And then I think we heard something to the effect that they weren't in a rush to do anything. But then you come and find out the same day you find out about the trade request that they actually have been talking and they offered him an extension.
Yeah.
So whether it's more than just that championship stipulation at the end, it's like either there's more to the conversation or it's as simple as that. So apparently it's been going. No, that's cool. I'm just saying. Apparently it's been going on, but I don't think none of us put the connected the dots. But go on.
So Chris Haynes, he said that they offered him a max. What I heard was that they were negotiating a max, and then they was bringing up other stuff. So they like officially offered him one. That's what Chris Haynes
at least the way I perceived it and read it. I would probably, if I can go back and find it or somebody can find it, I was under the impression that they did offer him like a full contract, but it had that stipulation, and that was it. That was a walk. He was like, no. Like I didn't hear anything else about 2 years, 3 years, right? Yeah. Like I'm going to Google right now, but I don't remember ever seeing anything that said we only offered him 2 years and a stipulation at the end of the contract.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No details on the deal came out yet.
Let's see if I can find
it. That's what I was saying. I don't want to
initially
put everything out there.
Well, but enough came out though.
I'm saying we didn't get like, oh, Kyrie was offered 3 years with this, and the stipulation for this, and this. Like nothing of that.
Here, I'm gonna look it up right now.
That's why I'm like want to wait until that comes out.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so Kyrie Irving's camp did not negotiate. So this was a tweet by Chris. He said Kyrie Irving's camp did not negotiate after Brooklyn Nets presented an offer that was tied to winning. Told the issue was not about the money, and now it said he wouldn't even stay if offered a full max contract.
So they were it was during the negotiating.
So let me see if I can find more, because
that's what I remember seeing. I remember they were negotiating.
Now, does that mean he was offered a full contract but with the stipulation, or is it he considering a full max contract?
But what I took it as when I first read that, I thought that meant that they were talking, and Joe Tsai or whoever, not Sean Marks, was like, "Hey, bro, if we win a championship, we can talk about an extension." That's what I took it as at first, and that's why I was like, "Oh yeah, that is kind of disrespectful, like low key," because to put that on a championship is crazy. And then did Chris ever come out and say that was an official like stipulation?
Well, initially, okay. So the first initial thing he said, he came out, he said, Brooklyn Nets star Kyrie receiving contracts to agent Shatila Irving, the desire to make a Brooklyn home with the right type of extension, right? Like, so maybe that even means he's willing, but said which means the ball's in the Nets court to communicate for the desire is the same. Then he goes on later and says, he said this comes in the aftermath of sides unable to get an extension done. So they were talking, but the only thing that has really been leaked is that stipulation. And then he goes on to say he wouldn't even stay if offered a full night. I guess that's where we need clarification on whether they perceive like full years and money with a stipulation, if they don't view that as a full max contract in comparison to like just a full straight contract offer without any stipulations. You know what I mean? And that's the one aspect that I would like clarification on. But the way I felt it and read it was that they offered him pretty much max years and money, but it had that stupid stipulation on the end of it because that's the only thing that came out.
Hoopside reported that it was guaranteed stipulation. So I don't know the details of contracts, but it was a guaranteed stipulation. So I guess somehow the money does that mean the money's guaranteed?
We're offering you everything, but this stipulation, which means you could lose money and it wouldn't necessarily be a full max.
But my question is, could that also be a negotiation tactic saying, I won't sign this. So whatever you guys do, we're not going to sign it. But what if they do offer him that? Is he going to go back on his words? People lie through the media all the time.
I wouldn't be surprised either if through this whole trade thing, Kyrie calls him up and they say, let's do this. I'm pretty sure, they did it with Kevin Durant. Right?
No, but it's different with Kyrie, bro.
No, but I understand that, but No, Al Mack, I'm not wrong because guess what? What's his name? Drew Holiday has this same exact clause in his thing. I'm not wrong, and it's not illegal.
It exists.
It exists. Drew Holiday has the same stipulation. So it's one of those things that exists, but you don't see it. And the only person that people have been able to find right now is Drew Holiday has that in his contract.
That's rare. It's crazy.
I didn't know about it until this situation. I don't think anybody really knew about that until it came up. That's when everybody's like stipulation. You're like, what the fuck? And then somebody's like, well, Drew Holiday has it. It's like, oh shit.
This is real.
I mean, dude, anything is possible with the Nets and Kyrie. I mean, seriously. Would you be shocked if tomorrow or the next day they said they agreed on a contract extension and Kyrie's going to stay with the Nets?
Nope.
No.
I wouldn't be shocked. I would be.
I honestly, at this stage of the game, with all that's happened to the Nets, I wouldn't be shocked one bit. I wouldn't be shocked if he's traded.
I personally don't think Sean and Joe. I think they don't like Kyrie. Joe side does not like him.
I think it's pretty obvious they don't
KD,
like each other.
KD doesn't like. I think KD and Kyrie. I think both of them don't like Sean, and I think Joe side likes KD. He wants he was willing to not lose KD, but once it comes to Kyrie, I feel like he's like, yeah, get out of here, bro. I don't need you. You think you with your attitude and all that. He's kind of looking at it like that. Like you told me before, saying he's looking at an employee that causes all these problems, and he doesn't want to pay the employee that I'm gonna say to some people, the employee doesn't show up to work or he misses games or whatever. He's not the best employee for his business. You know? So I feel like Joe Tsai is if we can move Kyrie, I feel like if he's like, we can move Kyrie, let's move him.
That's what's ridiculous is you could really run with a narrative in so many ways with this, and it sounds plausible. And I think that's what's most frustrating is that you could run narratives about the relationship, what could happen, and it's like they all sound like they could work.
That's the best way to explain it, actually. That's why we are
Yes, exactly. Sean Marks needs stipulations in his contract. First bad trade, you're fired.
That's a crazy pressure.
No, I'm good.
That's a W comment. That's a W comment right there from Win.
So, you want to go?
But I do have an idea for you guys. I've been cooking up an idea to kind of just end this stream on a little positive note. So I'm just to interact with. So I have an idea. It's a little mini game before we get out. It's called Keep Bench Trade. It's a play on what a lot of soccer channels have been doing, Keep Bench Sell, in which we pick a random team and we go through the entire roster list and we'll decide whether we keep them, bench them, or sell them if you were a GM, or in this case trade. If y'all for that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Any team?
The silence was kind of convincing. I don't know.
No, I
any
said,
team.
Yeah.
So any team. So I asked Google, and the Google gave me Orlando Magic. I think that's a fire first choice.
Yeah, y'all go first.
Okay. First player, Franz Wagner. Keep, bench, trade.
You have to go to the three first, though.
Yeah, who's going first? Keep, bench, trade, Franz Wagner.
Yeah,
don't you have to mention like players after that too, just so we don't like know what we're getting?
I thought it was 3.
Yeah,
I thought
I'm going
there's
through
3.
the entire roster.
The entire roster. Okay, 3.
Wait,
Yeah, we're going through the entire roster one by one. Keep, bench, or trade.
Keep.
So first guy on the list, Franz Wagner. Julian, you say keep. Rage.
Yeah.
Keep.
Saint.
I'm sorry, bro. I had to go do a dad thing too, real quick. Did you have a question? I mean,
okay,
I don't want to make you repeat that, but I'll let somebody else answer.
I'll vote for Saint. He says keep.
No. Keep what? Keep what?
He said
Talking
keep
about Franz Wagner.
That's how you know we stressed. That's how you know we all stressed.
He's stressed out. He's stressed out.
No. Keep what though, Chubbs? Make it
Franz
real
Wagner
quick.
on the Orlando Magic. Keep, bench, or trade.
Keep it what?
Man, you got Saint all
Franz Wagner. Up. You don't. I don't think Franz Wagner on Orlando Magic.
Like, would I want Franz Wagner? Is that what you're saying?
No, if you were the Orlando Magic GM, would you keep, trade, or bench Franz Wagner?
If he was on my team, I'd keep him.
Okay. So it's damn near unanimous keep. Okay, next up, Bobo. Keep, bench, or trade?
Oh, that's keep.
Keep. Okay, Julian's keep, right?
I don't know. I might cash in on him, bro, because his skinny, tall ass frame makes me nervous if he fucking trips over a twig.
You land the wrong way.
I might cash in on him, bro. I might cash in on Bobo right now.
All right, you're on team trade, Rage.
Yeah, I'm team trade. I might want to cash in on his value right now because he could break real easy.
Bench him, see what you can get from him.
Okay, so that's all tie. Okay, AJ, you can break the tie right here.
Bobo.
You know you want to trade him, AJ.
Nah. I'm keeping Bobo.
Okay, so keep wins with Bobo. So we're 2 for 2 with keep right now. Okay. Paolo Banchero.
Keep.
That's obvious. Keep.
That's the unanimous. I'd keep him.
To keep.
Okay. Terrence Ross.
Trade.
That's a superstar in the making.
That's true.
I mean, I know that's your second team living down there. I know that's your second team there, Julian.
Yeah.
Julian's got a Magic jersey.
Oh man,
I may or may not have a Magic jersey in my.
3, maybe 3. Hey, so we're doing this in the sake of just like in general, or if they were on our team
as the GM, just as if we're the Magic.
We were the GM of the Magic, just going down the list just for shits and giggles.
Then because it is. I would have retracted the Bobo thing.
Yeah,
no, I'm
really?
cashing in.
You would trade Bobo?
You trade Bobo?
Why would you keep? I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean,
if you want to trade him, you can trade him, bro.
I mean, do you?
He had a consistent stretch where he was getting 20+ minutes and getting like 4 points.
What is Bobo gonna? How high do you think Bobo is gonna go? How much further do you think he's gonna be like? Like, are we talking superstar?
Bobo is a 12-point per game scorer at best.
Like, let's be honest. I'm being honest. Like, I get the excitement. He's on the Magic. He looks great. He's like taller than any human I've ever seen. Like, what's he really like? Where's his ceiling? I guess I should ask.
He's a 13. He's like a 12, 13 point per game scorer for me at best. I don't see him developing into a star. He just
average at best.
If he definitely builds
size,
and how many guys that tall have stayed healthy in the league and not either had foot problems or something?
There hasn't been one single one that's that tall and that lengthy.
Yao Ming, Manute Bol, we could go down the list of guys that are that tall.
How tall is Bol? 7'2"?
Yeah, something like that.
Most tall guys do get hurt though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Cash.
Even Giannis got hurt. And
it's like the same for Wemby. Victor Wembanyama is because he has a lot of upside with his skill, but like I saw him fall and it was like, yo, what did he even do there? He fell, but why do his legs look like that? Why did he just snap like a tree?
Like, you know that really bad video when you see that person's leg just snap in half and it's like all flopping around. Like that's when I look when I think of Bol.
There's like 5 videos of that.
Yeah, that's what I think about. I'm afraid of with Bol, man. I really am. Like, unless dude becomes like a weightlifter, and then you got like stacked Bobo out there. Like, I don't know. Is that possible?
And another good example of those tall guys constantly getting injured is Kristaps Porzingis. He's another guy who was just he's never really able to stay healthy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. When he was on the Mavs, Jesus. Yeah,
we'd have more injury problems with him than anybody else.
Not. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, Terrence Ross, unanimous. People said trade or bench. So, and moving on, Mo Bamba, keep, bench, trade.
Trade his ass. Trade him.
Trade or
to the Nets.
Trade or bench.
Trade him to the Nets.
Hell yeah, trade him to the Nets.
But trade him because you're a top 5 pick, and you haven't, and you're playing behind Mo Wagner. You're playing behind Wendell Carter. Even though those guys aren't bums, they weren't top 5 draft picks either. And the song is more known than the actual basketball player.
Oh no! Was that what Austin Rivers said? Did y'all say that when the IG?
Yep, it's true though. Austin Rivers. I don't know. He kind of won that one.
He was like, he's like, you had one. It's not even 1-on-1, and you're only known for that song. You're not even known. You on the bench.
All right, so we're all unanimous. Trade Mo Bamba.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I def trade.
I think you cash in on him right now, dude. I'm just saying.
Especially if you got a chance for Wemby, you trade all the bigs you got. Just at least keep one. Next up, Cole Anthony. Trade, keep, or bench?
Bench. I'd bench him.
Ooh, for who? For who?
I mean, for the Magic right now.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so you're saying this from a Magic front office standpoint?
Ooh.
Actually, I guess you keep him in the Magic standpoint, I guess, because I mean, who else is going to be there? Markelle Fultz? I don't know if he plays. I don't even know.
I forgot Fultz. Yeah, no, I might.
Damn, they just suspended Mo Bamba for 4 games.
Steph Curry's out, bump knees, limp back to the locker room. Oof.
Press the stuff.
They just suspended Mo Bamba for 4 games.
Yeah, they did.
He did try to fight him off the bench.
That was a crazy fight. That was
the perfect time. This is the perfect time to trade for Mo Bamba right now, yo. Magic don't want him. Sean, just give him a second, 2 seconds.
Are you on? So AJ, are you on the Mo Bamba train?
I mean, I'll take him right now.
I'd take him.
But considering what we think Sean Marks, like I would take him.
He helps. He helps because although
he's not my first choice. He's not my first.
Okay, he's not my first choice, but we are one injury away from being screwed at the center.
Yeah, exactly. Dayron's hurt. Do you see Dayron limp to the back? Dayron's limping.
We need any center we can get. We need any center we can get. I don't care. I'm on the Mo Bamba train, but still, we would talk about Naz Reid between Mo Bamba. You're obviously gonna take like Naz Reid over Mo Bamba because Mo Bamba averages like 1 block per game, and so does Naz Reid in like the same amount of minutes. They average the same blocks, and Naz Reid is 6'9" and he is 7 foot with a 7'10" wingspan.
Right.
Mo Bamba provides you, and like I said, another reason why I take him is because you never know what can happen with Clax. I mean, he's not going to be able to just completely. Obviously, you hope, but you never know. And I mean, Mo Bamba helps with the shot blocking aspect. He can stretch the floor, so I'd take him on that.
Wowamba.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. There's more positives than negatives if you trade Mo Bamba.
True, especially in our standpoint. But in the Magic, I'm trading him. We already talked about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you going down the whole team, Chums?
Yeah, no, I'll probably skip a few, but since I feel like there's a lot of guys here that's not like no names, so
what if you go like five players from like each team, or just like 2 teams?
Hey, gentlemen, I'm gonna step out and let you do your thing. I gotta go be a dad and handle some business.
Ew.
So.
Sounds fun, Saint. How
say ew?
No, Julian's right. How could you possibly leave Nets Kingdom for your kids?
How dare you?
Who said ew? What the hell?
Your kids?
He said, "How can you possibly leave Nets Kingdom?"
Hey, son, fuck you.
Who said? Hey, man, AJ, you said ew?
Go cook your own damn dinner. How about that? Is that better?
No,
stupid.
Saint. As you said before, as you said in a stream prior, Why don't you wipe your own ass?
Yeah, why don't you wipe your own ass? That will always
I gotta
be
find that
Nets
stream
Kingdom.
again.
Dude.
That was the.
That will. If for those who weren't
God, I
here,
remember that.
that if when AJ finds this and plays it on the street, that will go. That was a great moment in Nets Kingdom history. All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna laugh at all you motherfuckers when you have kids. All of you, AJ, Chubbs, Julian, Ray. Oh no, you're AJ. I can tell, dude.
Stop playing.
I had
all them
saw
contracts,
the picture, man. AJ, you're gonna be shacked up, bro. I know it.
Oh nah.
Yeah.
Contracts, AJ. It's gonna happen.
All of you guys are gonna have kids. I'm gonna laugh at you. All right, y'all. Peace out.
You gonna be here next stream?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I will be here next stream too.
All right.
But hey, we'll see. We'll see what we're talking about next game, man. Either way, I love tonight's W. Needed it. Hey, at the end of the day, if Kyrie's here, great. If he's not, great. It's time to move on one way or the other. Move on from the drama. I don't care what that means. Let's just move past drama. And once you get past the Kyrie situation, then you got to deal with Ben, and then we'll go on from there. But appreciate everybody. Love you guys.
We love you,
Peace
son.
out, chat. Later, guys.
All right, bro.
Ugh. Yeah, no. I'll probably just do a couple. Hey, Jonathan Isaac, keep bench yourself.
Keep. I'd keep him.
Bench him because I don't like his hair.
Why you do
I don't know why.
That's a Callaway. Get Mo, move Clax to the 4 spot, and back to the 3. Who's to the 3?
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
No, it was kind of funny. You just said and back to the 3. I know who that guy is. I know who and is.
Yo, stop with your sarcasm.
He said
I hate Raging sarcasm.
And Callaway knows how great my sarcasm is. I love and as an NBA player. And can move him to the 3.
How could you leave Nets Kingdom for your kids? How?
Yeah, no, I definitely keep Jonathan Isaac. You got to keep. We literally traded all their other bigs. We got to keep somebody. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Jalen Suggs, keep bench yourself.
Who the fuck is that?
Sell. Get him out of here. He's been bad.
Yeah, I can't lie. He had so much potential, but it's like he's arguably not even the 4th best guard on the team.
He doesn't even play, bro. He doesn't even play like that.
He's done this with the Nets.
That's because his potential is crazy, but his defense, that's sad.
Hey, let's do this with the Nets, and then let's do this with the Nets, yo. Let's do this with the Nets.
Yeah.
We'll with Sean Marks.
But AJ, you see, like, I was gonna do that, but then that Kyrie news fucking dropped, and I just kind of fucked everything.
Let's pretend like we can pretend like he's here. I mean,
he's
still is here technically.
All right, if y'all want to do it with the Nets, we'll do it right now. Let me pull up the
do it with the Nets.
Okay.
I'll be out of here. I'll be out of here after that.
And I feel like that's quick fire. Okay, so let's get the obvious out. Let's get the obvious out the way. But let's save Kyrie for last. How about that? We'll save Kyrie for last.
Yeah.
Okay. Kevin Durant, keep bench.
Keep.
Wait, shout out to No Strays. He said Kyrie for Luke Cornett is the best deal out there.
That's what I've been saying, bro. Especially because you know Luke Cornett is scary.
We gotta cue the show music.
Nah. Come on, AJ. Are you serious? You know Luke Cornett is a demon. When even Ben Simmons doesn't want to go up on him because Ben Simmons goes up on every other person there is besides Luke Cornett.
Luke Cornett did run Ben Simmons off the position. He did scare Ben
Simmons. Like Ben Simmons was scared to go in the paint because of Luke Cornett.
No, he's only scared to go up in the paint against Luke Cornett. He doesn't score 0 against every other team. He doesn't do that.
Actually. Now, okay, before we continue, back to Jalen Suggs. What pick was Jalen Suggs? That's crazy.
5th. He was 5th.
5th, and he's not even the 4th best guard on the mat. That's crazy.
Nope. Yeah. And it's the second year.
No, that's nasty.
Don't disrespect the man.
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, unanimous.
Wait, hold on. That's not unanimous in my only.
Yo, don't do that. Nope. Next one. Next one.
It's the hair. It's the hair. I'm playing.
Don't you do it.
I'm playing. Keep my guy.
Nah, I'll go a notch up till death do us part with Kevin Durant. You can't trade him, bro. You need some form of a superstar, and even if a decline is there, you need some semblance of a foundation there going forward. Yeah, you need a foundation.
KD gonna be crazy till he like 35, 37.
Yeah, I'm saying like his longevity could be great. You need a foundation. I'm gonna go about a notch up of keep till death do us part with KD.
Yeah, till death do us part. Facts. Till brush do us part.
Somebody said Steve Nash hug for KD is hilarious.
Steve Nash hug for KD. Oh man. Okay. Next up. I'm not acknowledging that.
I said AJ, you heard what I said? AJ, I said.
Next. Okay. Seth Curry. Keep bench sell. Seth Curry.
Yo, that's a keep. He better than Steph. We don't even really need to make no trade.
Are you saying Seth Curry?
Yeah, Seth keep bench sell.
Oh, this is actually a tough question. Yo. I'm not gonna lie. This is tough.
Why is it tough?
You said keep bench trade.
If you bench him, you can still keep him. But
if I'm the GM, if I'm Sean Marks, damn.
Me personally, I'd bench. Like he's a cone on defense, but he shows up shooting wise. Like you can't overlook that. So I'd bench. I'm
benching too. I said it too before because there was a Joe versus Seth battle and everybody, and I chose Seth, so I'm gonna stick with Seth.
Okay, so speaking of Joe Harris, keep, bench, or sell or trade.
Yo, question real quick. I just missed whatever you guys were talking about. Who were you guys talking about after?
Oh, you were talking about Seth.
What did y'all say? I'm wondering.
I said keep.
I said bench.
I said bench too.
I'm gonna bench him as well.
Okay. Yeah, Joe Harris, keep bench.
Everybody in the chat saying trade. Damn.
What, trade Seth?
Damn, yeah.
Everybody in the chat saying trade.
Nah, because Seth at least gives you scoring. You know what he's gonna do.
I would put
Joe Harris trade his.
I would probably bench him unless
Joe Harris even played
there was like a good package.
Yo, did he? Yeah, that's funny. I don't remember Joe Harris.
Tonight.
No, he did play. He did. He had like an awful
did
series
play.
too. I remember Rage texted me too. He was like, "Yeah, Joe was."
Yeah, nah. I'd move off Joe. I think it's time to sell on Joe, especially off that contract. He's gonna be making $19 million a year next year. Nah, it's time to move off. Time to move on.
Yeah, for that contract, I'll trade him.
Yeah. Next up, Patrick Sammy Mills. Keep, bench, trade.
Start at the 5.
Start.
And to add on to that, I feel like you should start him and also play him the Royce O'Neal minutes.
Keep
energy and the juice.
Juicy win after juicy win.
Yeah, no, I'd bench. Definitely bench. Yeah.
Damn.
You do need
in our aspect, I think you trade him. In our aspect, you think you trade. He's making he's making $8 million
in our aspect. Yeah, and you got
in our aspect, but like honestly,
like you're Sean Marks, y'all. You got to pretend like you're Sean Marks.
If I'm Sean Marks, I'm trading him. But if if I'm Sean Marks, I'm keeping him and I'm starting him and I'm playing a lot of minutes. If I'm Sean Marks, of course.
Yeah, no, I definitely bench. You gotta keep them around.
Easy said keep him for the juice.
Keep him for the juice. Okay, next up, Yuta Watanabe. Keep, bench, sell.
I'm on the bench. I'm on bench right now.
Bench.
Yeah, definitely.
You just my cornerstone. Are you?
I almost want to say keep.
And AJ saying bench there doesn't mean bench means you're still keeping him. So
if KD's there, if KD and Kyrie are on the court, keep.
Yeah, definitely. That's an expeditiously keep. Definitely.
Yeah.
Keep bench either way. Like keep. Next up, Markieff Morris. Keep bench.
Can I come up with another? Can I come up with another aspect? Release him. Cut him. Cut him.
Yeah, you can say cut. I'll definitely
cut that man. Who cares? No other team. Why would any team be like, I'm interested. I'm not interested in Kyrie Irving. I'm interested in Markieff Morris.
You're toxic. You're toxic.
Yeah, I definitely try to trade Keith. If not, cut him. It's really
Markieff.
Yeah. Next up, Edmund Sumner. Keep, bench, sell. Cut. Damn.
Trade.
Oh man, but nah, yeah,
Nah, if I'm a GM for real, I'm trading him. If I'm Sean Marks,
honestly, I feel like in our aspect, you're either benching him. Actually, if he was still making a non-guaranteed contract, you're either keeping him or you're benching him or you're cutting him. You're not going to.
Callaway said keep Eddie. Nah, I'm trading Eddie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
his value just went up tonight.
Do you think teams are interested in Edmund Sumner though? Do you think teams are inquiring?
Yeah, you just see what he did tonight.
Yeah, but that's
the
one
last
night.
Two games been good. The Knicks. What was it? The Knicks game, I think.
You know what? In our aspect, I guess you trade him, but yeah.
I'm trading him.
Yeah, nah, I'd look to cash out. If not bench, I definitely.
I'm trying to cash out on Sumner. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to cash out.
That's crazy.
His name is Edmund.
Yo,
don't do that, yo.
Okay, recency bias for this one aside. Cam Thomas, keep, bench, sell.
I'm not gonna lie. I was saying like a couple weeks ago, like if you got a good piece, I was saying you probably should have traded him. But
if you keep Kyrie, you trade him. If you don't, you bench him.
If Kyrie's not here, yes, exactly. I would.
If Kyrie's not here, keep. But if Kyrie's here, you trade.
Yeah, I'm probably in the same.
Bench? Are you benching him?
I'll say I would bench him. I would bench him if Kyrie.
So does keep mean start?
Yeah, it can equal start. Yeah, it can equal start. So
bench,
we'll just go
bench for sure. Okay, bench for sure. Just in our aspect right now. Bench.
Okay, bench. Okay, yeah, definitely
Cam,
bench.
Cam, you see how he flourishes with his. Imagine Cam with his own team. Like what I'm trying to say.
Imagine if Cam was on a bum team, bro.
Yeah,
Cam could. If Cam was actually getting minutes, he'd be a 20-point per game scorer for sure.
If he was on the Rockets or like the Thunder, where he can like unleash, it would be crazy.
Okay, yeah. All right,
next. He said big keep Cam. Y'all crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so instead of keep, we'll do start because I think that categorizes.
Yeah, we'll do start. We'll do start, bench, and trade. Right.
I feel like this is a unanimous one. Nicholas Claxton, start, bench, cut.
Start.
Yeah.
Start expeditiously. Like his.
By the way, you starting Cam? Oh, she said she's a big keep. So
the only way like you say like if it was possible like the only way like you bench him is if you get like Bam or you get like DeAndre Ayton. That's it.
Yeah, nah, Clax, you start him.
You're starting him right now.
And you know what's crazy? You wouldn't have even said start last year. Like we were arguing. And that's the crazy part. So
no, everyone would have been on AJ. Don't lie, you would have probably been on the bench train last year
for Clax.
Yeah, you probably would have been bench train.
Yeah,
there was times I wanted to start, but who do we have before Clax? Was one Clax was on the bench?
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, Blake Griffin. It was nasty.
I think I've been wanting to start Clax for like a little bit, but
I respect that. I respect that.
But I was the only one. I remember people didn't want that. Like I was like the Clax guy.
It was bench or trade last year, but this year it's obviously start for all of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so to round out the bigs, we have Day'Ron Sharpe, start, bench, trade.
Or cut.
Cut.
Trade since he's younger. Trade.
Cut. Sabotage his career. Make him go play overseas.
I am trading.
Yeah, definitely trade. He's not ready.
I'm playing. I'll trade him though.
Yeah, nah, he's not ready. He's just not ready.
Yeah, he's not ready.
All right. So I think just to get all of the second year guys out, Kessler Edwards, start, bench, cut, or trade.
Cut.
Bye.
Trade.
I don't think that, man. What was your
I'd cut. I don't think he has any value really.
Yeah, not here.
He's stuck in that loop of getting brought up, brought down, brought up, brought down. Yeah,
I'm trading Cass.
I'm trading Cass as well.
Yeah, fact.
But what if
we're split even?
Like, I don't know. I don't know if you can even get value for Cass though. A second round pick that's like barely giving you any value.
You can throw Cass as like a bonus and like a package.
Yeah, but his defense has been consistently good, and plus he gives you that upside of possibly being a solid 3-point shooter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. David Duke Jr. Start, bench, trade, or cut. No.
In our situation, you're cutting him. In our situation, you're cutting him. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I am.
I feel like you can actually net something for DDJ other than Cass. I think I try to trade. I try to trade.
I love the DJ, so I'm benching him.
Oh.
I like DJ's game, like for real.
I do like it too, but I don't. depending on what we get with his Kyrie package, I don't think
WAJ.
it'll definitely be over redundant.
No, like I said, I respect everybody. Should respect y'all.
It's just the reason why I say cut is because we haven't even seen the dude play really at all. Really, we really haven't.
Yeah. So.
Shout out to Dante, yeah, bro. Keep me DDJ, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the second
Shout out to Mac.
Yeah. Okay. Am I missing anybody before we get to the meat and potatoes of all this?
So I mean,
did you do Ben?
Yeah, no, Ben and meat and potatoes, meaning Ben and Kyrie.
Okay, I'm trying to think of somebody else.
We got Keith. We got Patty.
Oh, TJ Warren.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
You go out bad, trash.
Yeah, we're bad Nets fans.
I forgot TJ. Okay, TJ Warren, start, bench, or trade.
Bench for sure.
Expeditiously bench.
Bench for sure.
Some games I'm starting him depending on what's going on.
Yeah, but and the aspect of just looking from the outside in, you're benching him for sure.
Yeah.
He can be a scorer off the bench. He can't. And another reason why we say bench is because 20 minutes is going to shoot his knees. His knees are gone within 20 minutes of playing. Maybe even 8. We've seen it.
Chad is saying bench.
Bench. That's scoring.
Royce. I am trading him.
Okay, Royce O'Neal, start, bench, trade.
Bench.
Oh man.
Trade. I'm trading him.
Nah, I'm benching Royce.
Rage, you got a personal thing with Royce, don't you?
I've said this on stream. I've said this to AJ. I've said this to everybody you could possibly name as a Nets fan. Royce is too inconsistent for me. He pisses me off. He makes me happy. I don't like being in the middle with him. I hate it. Just do one or the other. Stop being annoying. You're being annoying. Stop it. Either do one or the other.
Yo, the chat is mixed on Royce. Somebody said if trade, bench. I see everything for Royce.
I'd bench Royce.
So Royce O'Neal, how are you either gonna have a good first quarter or a good fourth quarter, or teams are gonna leave you open? That Celtics game pissed me off. Why are you being left open as an NBA player?
He was bad, bro, in that game.
Bad, bro. He's had, bro. Remember the Bulls game, bro? He's probably won a combined 2 of 19 from those last 2 games.
Yeah. Somebody said Day'Ron Sharp. Why do you say Day'Ron like that?
I think we already did Day'Ron Sharp. Yeah, we already did Day'Ron Sharp.
We didn't do Royce.
Royce also can't guard the perimeter, really.
Definitely
Somebody said Warren got a rotten body. Yo, that's crazy. Shout out to
rotten body is crazy.
Rotten body is nuts.
Nah, he do be getting hurt. Like every time he fall down, it's like clip for him. Like
he got the old man knees.
He got the old man knees. Like he fall down, it's over. Like oh my god, Ryan.
All right, so Royce, TJ. That's really it before we get to Kyrie and Ben.
Yeah,
and you got to go Ben first for sure. You have to go Ben first for sure.
Okay, Benjamin Simmons, start, bench, trade.
Get his ass up out of there.
I'm sorry. Get him the fuck out. Get him there.
AJ, I need to hear what you say here.
Yo, nah, man, go first, man. Stop, don't do this.
Yo,
okay,
kick him out. I don't care. I'll drive him out. Jesus Christ.
And in this situation, it just sucks because he's proven so much. So I have to keep him. Just kidding. I am trading him. Get him out of Brooklyn now.
Get him the fuck out.
AJ, it's your turn. You don't have to say anything mean. You can just simply just say, get him out of here. You can just simply say.
Yeah. Damn. Ben 10? You're talking about 6'10".
Benjamin 10.
You're talking about in terms of points. You're talking about Ben 10 minus 10. Minus 10.
You talking about minus 10, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists?
You're talking about 0 points against the Pistons, Magic, and the Celtics. Are you kidding me? Elite.
Hold on, wait, I forgot his middle name.
Chad, what do y'all think? Chad, help me out on this one, Chad.
His middle name is David.
David?
Julian, his middle name is David.
Benjamin David.
I like Hotline Bling. He said start AJ. Don't do that. See, Hotline Bling said start him.
Yo, get them the fuck out. Trade his ass. I'm sorry.
Into the shadow realm.
Trade him.
AJ's covering his butt right now.
Deport 10. Oh nah.
Deport 10. Deport Australia.
Just send them back to the shout out all my Aussies, man.
Oh, this is great.
My Aussies in the chat.
Oh man. Okay. So it's the best for last, because I know this is going to be the most controversial one. Kyrie, Andrew Irving. Start, bench, or trade?
Start.
Okay, Julian. I'll go last. Rage.
I'm starting Kyrie.
Starting Kyrie. Okay, AJ.